Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Today in this video I'll be talking about homeopathic medicines for the baby during dentition, and it is one of the wonderful remedy in the homeopathy that we give for the children who are attending the dentition, because the babies who are attending the dentition need some medicines because they will be having so much of diarrhea or vomiting, like that, gastric like kind of symptoms. Because of that we prescribe the medicine. Today I will be talking one medicine which we will be using for the babies during dentition, that is ethosanopium. So moving on to the ethosanopium. What is ethosanopium? Ethosanopium is one of the remedy which is mostly given for the childrens who always appears like with pale face, like that, whitish blue rings around their lips, like that, or eyes are always shrunken and there is always shrunken condition around the nose, and well marked, there will be nasals, and child is so weak that he cannot even hold up his head. He always wants to rest his head on the pillow, or he will be always asking to be seated somewhere else, like that, because they are so weak, like that. And how this person's intelligence level is there, idiocracy will be there, means they are very dull, they cannot get the things very fast, and they are also very irritable kind of people. And everyone, means ethosanopium when you can give is for the odd patient, means odd patients means they always feel hot, they always want fanning, they always want cool hair around them, like that. So moving on to the keynote symptoms of ethosanopium, before we move on to the main kind of thing, we will be knowing little bit about the medicine before we move to the next topic. Keynote symptoms are like dentition and hot summer time we can give it, and when the child cannot bear milk, that time we can give, and milk is vomited in the large kind of quantity like curds, you can give. Complaint absence of thirst, you can give. And child is too weak to stand, and even when held up their edge even drops down, that time you can think of. When there is great prostration and sleepiness after vomiting, and well marked nasals, that time you can think of. Or you can also think when there is an vomiting of milk which is also looking like an curd, that time you can think of ethosanopium. And ethosanopium always we give it during dentition, and it can be given also during the dentition causes complaints, that time. So let's move on to the mind symptoms of ethosanopium. The patient will be very much kind of restlessness will be there, and the patient will be also anxious, always the child will be crying, and the child always complains the parents that there is some cats or dogs or rats running around them, that kind of symptom the child always complains for their parent. And ethusa is very good for the examination funk, means fear of exams, that time. Moving on to the baby or the child, uh, when you can think of ethosanopium, what is the causation? Dentition, during dentition, or during hot summer weather, like March, April, May kind of time, bad hygiene kind of thing, and brain troubles in hot weather, that time. And moving on to the child symptoms, child cannot even bear the sight of the milk in any form. There is a gastric irritation frequent, there will be a gastric irritation, and during dentition the child cannot take milk in any form at all. As soon as the person drinks the milk, it is vomited out in large quantities. This is one of the peculiar and most seen symptom in the Aethusa synapium. If the milk is kept down for a little while, it is vomited out in large greenish curds. Great prostration means great weakness will be there, and there is also sleepiness after vomiting. Child is too weak to stand, and even when held up, his head drops down because the child even cannot lift his head, and he cannot even means he always feel like his head is also kind of heavy for him. That kind of feeling will be there. After vomiting, the child goes to sleep due to prostration, and on waking there is violent hunger to eat or drink milk and to vomit again. This is one of the cycle of Aethusa synapium. Vomiting is often complicated with diarrhea, which is always yellow and yellow in color. Stools are also kind of very hard, and there will be pain in the stomachs when they pass stools. So moving on to the general modalities. What is general modalities? When the patient will be feeling better, when the patient will be feeling worst. First we will be moving on to when the patient will be feeling worst. While after eating, after drinking, after vomiting, and hot summer weather, and during dentition. So when they will be feeling better in open air because they are hot patient, and during covering and tight bandage on the head because they always feel like the head is being held up because they cannot even hold the head because of the weakness, because of that. So they will be always having this kind of symptom. This is all about the Aethusa synapium. During dentition, we can think of when the child is unable to take the milk in any form, and they are having any kind of gastric symptoms or any kind of this kind of symptoms, you can think of Aethusa synapium. And what will be the potency? If you ask for me, you can go for 30 potency or 6 H potency, and you can just give it in the morning and the night, 4 pills in the water dose for 3 days. That will be enough. Thank you so much. Please to like and subscribe.